Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the official Twitch channel of Indian football team. My name is Lokmanyu, and we are here once again for another exciting FIFA 22 matchup. And of course, this time, as we've mostly seen, that it's either a casual friendly or it's either interviewing someone. But this time, of course, as part of the FIFA E Nation series, we are playing the FIFA E friendly, the official E friendly against Hong Kong. And this matchup promises to be quite an exciting affair for all the community and all the Indian FIFA fanatics because this time the format is pretty unique itself with the matchups. So we'll be playing three matches, and of course it's like a best of three series. Every match has dedicated points, so the winning team gets 3 points, the losing team gets 0 points, and of course a draw gets you a point. Now, if there is the first game, of course, as you can see on your screens, we are playing against Hong Kong. The second match will be played on the Mumbai server, and the third match, if there is a third match, it will go on the Singapore server. So there is a home server for each team, then there is a common server to be played. And this, by the way, is a deferred live stream. So this is because of the technical delays that the players face in the connection, which is why it's very difficult to get their live stream. So we are going deferred live in this one. So I hope you guys enjoy this match because it is quite an exciting affair, especially against a strong team like Hong Kong. And we are starting off in just about a minute now. As you can see, the players are getting ready. E-Tigers, of course, ready to play against a really strong Hong Kong team. And it is quite an exciting affair because it obviously gives you the preparation that you need for a game as big as this, and of course for our participation in the FIFA E Nations online qualifiers planes, where India is in a good position, and this will definitely help the E Tigers to get a lot of practice that they definitely need. But we are starting off with Hong Kong kicking off from left to right in the white and blue kit, whereas the E Tigers are playing from right to left in the black kit. And straight off the bat, the ball has been snatched away by the E Tigers. There seems to be some change, maybe probably a formation change or something that Charanjot needs, as he is the captain, and he would definitely require to make some changes, which obviously it's difficult for the other player to see. This match, of course, promises to be quite an interesting affair because Hong Kong does have really good players. They are obviously participating in the North Asia region when it comes to the competitive FIFA 22 tournaments. But this time, the friendly, of course, is going to be a unique experience for both the national teams because they will be coming in with absolutely no idea as to how the other team is playing because they're not from the same region, which makes this friendly all the more exciting and all the more important when it comes to. That's a really nice gesture from the Hong Kong E national team to give the ball back, and that is quite the fair play that this esport needs. And now we're kicking off finally after all the wait and all the delays. The E-Tigers attacking right from the front, as you can see. Messi on the ball, plays it to Hullet. This could be a great chance and a wonderful opportunity for the E-Tigers to go in front, but Hullet stopping the other Hullet, of course. And it's a battle of the midfield when you see that 6 foot 4 inches presence in front of you. You can see both the national teams are going with Hullet, and a lot of different options though in the midfield. At the right back position, you can see Hong Kong is going with Cafu and Fofana, and the E-Tigers are going with Hakimi at right back, and Fofana, of course, is for Hong Kong, but Zidane is the choice for the E-Tigers. A decision has been made by CJ. So you know he is the captain of the Indian national team. There is a chance for Hong Kong, but very well defended there by India. They now look to build on this. Messi has been extremely crucial, as you can see, in all these big matches because he tends to always create that space. That's a pass from Pele, and Messi has the chance to play that pass. For some reason, he decides to leave the ball, and that could have been a fantastic chance for the E-Tigers to go in front because Messi had the ball in that position in order to score the goal. That's a nice reverse elastico. A couple of them actually from Hong Kong. And now they have, of course, been ruled out as an offside. You can see a good start for the Tigers. They have made that one chance where Messi could have received the ball a bit more precisely, and he just for some reason decides to leave the ball. That could have definitely been an extra pass there. For all the new viewers tuning in, the E-Tigers are playing from right to left in the black kit, whereas the Hong Kong E-National team is playing from left to right in the blue and white kit. That's a chance for R9, who can take a shot, just delays a bit. Probably that was the input delay that obviously we see a lot in these online tournaments when you're playing with countries so far away in distance. And that was the chance for India to take the lead. Of course, trying to work a set piece routine there. Hullet going up for the ball. Very well defended there by Hong Kong in that situation. Messi going up against Joao Cancelo. Promises to be a fantastic left back in this game, as you can see. Ashraf Hakimi plays it to Zidane. Nice build-up play there from India, trying to create that space. You can see a wall of blue and white players. The Hong Kong players, of course, making sure that there is no space given. That's a good chance created there. Mbappe in a very good position, tries to cut in. Once again, goes all the way to the byline. Tries to square it in, but Hullet was in the right position at the right time, not giving any sort of space for Kylian Mbappe to maneuver inside the box and play that final ball. The killer ball, as we like to call it. The first time shot that always flies in at the back of the net when that pass is played, but really well cut off there by Hong Kong. In a lot of situations you will see that both the teams will be having all their players back in the box in order to defend those passes, because those passes are extremely crucial. It's all about that extra pass to be able to find that empty space and to create that position in order to score a wonderful footballing goal. Obviously that was quite funny there. And once again, Van der Sar has the ball. Oh my goodness, what has Van der Sar done there? This is quite phenomenal, really. This is something that so I'll take a moment to laugh. Of course, these are the things that do happen in the game of FIFA. Van der Sar just for some reason giving the ball out and somehow managing to escape that. Had that gone in, the Tigers would have been really furious with their choice in goal between the nets. Again, there's a pass being played and Hullet coming in between. Some reason the players are blocking each other's passes. Maybe they want the ball every single time they go forward in the attack. And that's a chance for R9 to play into. Nice bit of skills there. Plays it back to Joao Cancelo. Back to R9. He's in a good position. Twisting and turning inside the box. Ball roll, scoop, turn. Plays it out to Kylian Mbappe, who tries to do a skill. There was a chance to play the ball to Messi, but Kylian Mbappe just choosing to go on his own. That's a pass well cut out. And R9 now in a good position. That was a fair tackle, though. The referee shouldn't have given that foul, to be very honest, as a neutral viewer. But there's a chance for Hong Kong. They have looked really solid at the back, and they're now trying to build on that attack. Ashraf Hakimi with a great header, because had that landed into the feet of R9, that could have gone anywhere. That's a chance for R9. Great block there by Joao Cancelo. It was green timed as well. And of course, if Cancelo was not in the line of fire, he would not been able to stop that, Edwin van der Sar. And that's a chance. Good pass being played, but R9 just offside by millimeters, really. And now the last chance of this half most likely will fall to Hong Kong. So you can see they are attacking now for that 45th minute. But Mbappe snatching it away. Can this be a chance where the Tigers can capitalize? That's a ball being played to R9. This is the chance that could make all the difference. That's a pass being played to Pele. But Hullet just coming in between in order to stop that. That could have been a very good chance for the Tigers, but unfortunately, Pele not being able to receive that volley, because had that connected, it could have gone anywhere. Most likely in the back of the net, but Hullet coming in for the rescue. Two great chances there for Team India in that situation against a very formidable side of Hong Kong. As you can see, the formation choice for the Tigers, they are going with 4-4-2, and the Hong Kong national team going with 4-2-2. The second half is being kicked off with a lot of great promise for the Tigers. Of course, everyone watching in the community hoping for India to get the win this time, because these friendlies do count for the rankings, although the points aren't as much as compared to the FIFAe Nations Online Qualifiers play-ins. But it certainly does count for something, and it definitely helps in the FIFA rankings. So there's definitely a huge task. And that's a chance for Pele. He tries to cut in, and that was a chance for Messi to have that tap in. But Pele choosing to go on his own, and the Tigers must be extremely disappointed, because what a save that was from Van der Sar. Had that extra pass been played to Messi over there, it could have been a goal. But individual brilliance from Pele over there. Most likely, I think it was Charanjot who did that. He is extremely quick in the box, and that could have been a goal. But great snatch there from Pele. The E-Tigers are now piling up the pressure. Just giving the ball a bit cheaply from Zidane. You can see Cafu now playing it out to the feet of Lionel Messi. This game has been extremely cagey. And every time the E-Tigers go forward, there is quite the possibility that they will get the goal. They've had two really good chances, and this should have been a 1-0 scoreline at least for the E-Tigers. But that's a great pass to Kylian Mbappe, who can do something really magical, as we've seen recently what he did in real life. And that sort of magic could have come into life in this match up as well. That's a cross taken by Lionel Messi. Can Kylian Mbappe win that? He does. Cancelo now looks for Ashraf Hakimi, who lobs it out to Messi. That's a great ball. Messi tries to cross it in. Well blocked there. Zidane winning the header, but straight into the feet of Marquinhos. And this is now becoming sort of a ping pong game outside the Hong Kong E-National team box, where you can see they're doing a good job to contain the Tigers. They haven't really shown a lot of promise in the attack, and as we just say that, Mbappe had the chance, but well defended there from Marquinhos. And these are the situations which define and determine the results, because it makes you well experienced as you're playing for the country. The pressure, of course, is on your shoulders, and it's all about playing in these conditions, where especially when you're playing on the away server, that counts for a lot. This time the E-Tigers are represented by Charanjot and Lokmanu. This is their chance to try and get the result to help us move forward in the rankings, which have been really good otherwise because of Sid Chandrana and Charanjot Singh's performances in the FIFA E-Nations online qualifiers play-ins. And in a friendly, of course, a new lineup this time with Charanjot Singh teaming up with Lokmanu as the captain. The Tigers have done a good job in order to now make those passes outside the box. Great pass there. Kylian Mbappe now twisting and turning inside the box. Tries to play it to Pele. Again that interception there. Those long legs of Vieira, who's being subbed in now, of course, does help. And now we've seen Ibrahimovic as well for the Hong Kong E-National team, where you're seeing the chances of the back post headers, of course, which are quite overpowered. That's a chance for R9 for Hong Kong. This is the first good chance they've had, and what an answer to that shot from Edwin van der Sar, stopping that point blank range. Otherwise, that could have been the first goal for Hong Kong. Great feed there from Kylian Mbappe to actually get past that pressure. Now Joao Cancelo on the wings now plays it out to Eusebio. Now tries to play to Pele, but just not the perfect pass that was needed. Could have been a turn and shoot for Eusebio in those circumstances. Tries to play to Pele. Straight into the defender. Lionel Messi tracking back this time and now doing a good job. It's a very difficult situation now as you see the pressure keeps growing as we move forward in time. Now Kylian Mbappe tries to do a couple of skills. Great tackle there from Paolo Maldini. Once again that could have been a penalty. And oh my goodness, what has Van der Sar done there? Heart in a mouth moment over there from Van der Sar, just lobbing the ball up there. But that is a cheap giveaway and a chance for Hong Kong to take the lead, and that's what they do. Hong Kong has scored the first goal. Zidane falling down to the challenge of Vieira. And that was a great pass there from, I believe it was Neymar, playing it into the feet of R9, who makes a great chip. Probably the keeper shouldn't have come out for that chance. Maybe it could have been defended otherwise. But R9 choosing to do a nice finesse shot. And the E-Tigers honestly have done a good job this time because it is Hong Kong's home server. And India has created plenty of chances. Considering this is a 2v2 format, of course, this makes things as interesting as it gets. But as players, of course, you have to rely on that team chemistry. And 81 minutes have been up. And what a pass there from Zidane. Can Pele make that chance count? Hullet still has the ball again. Now plays it back into the feet of Zidane, who will try and play it out to Kylian Mbappe. He tries to do a reverse elastico, but Cafu on point in order to defend that. And that was quite the chance for Team India in that situation, because obviously the goal difference doesn't matter. The aggregate score is not there. It's simple 3 points, 1 point or 0 points. And it's basically a single-legged matchup where India has to go for the attack and try and get the win. First, of course, is to get a draw because there's hardly much time left. It's the 84 minutes have been completed on the clock. From the looks of it, I think Charanjot has decided to go with the ultra-attacking formation, which is the 4-3-2-1, and I think that has gone with constant pressure. Great feed there from Eusebio. Can Messi make the most of it? Just not the right pass to Hullet. Tries to play it into his feet, but just not good enough. And this time now Ibrahimovic will go for that ball. And that's a great tackle there to the relief of the Tigers to not concede the second one. Otherwise, this would have been a confirmed match result for Hong Kong. As you can see, 88 minutes up on the clock, and that is R9 offside. Could be the last chance for the Tigers in this match. Can they make the most of it? Ashraf Hakimi on the ball. Tries to run down the wing, playing it out in the feet of Kylian Mbappe. On the wings, tries to play it to Hullet. This could be the last chance for the Tigers now. Plays it into the feet of... He still managed to get it. There is a chance. Cruyff now tries to do a reverse elastico, but just not good enough in that tight space. And Hong Kong has won the first match on their home server. And I think it's commendable for the Tigers to play in these circumstances, of course, which is the same for Hong Kong in the next game because they will be playing on the Mumbai server. And as you can see, this is a chance where I think the Tigers are showing that Zidane is falling down in that situation, and the ball being played from Neymar to R9, and he manages to finish that off really well. Congratulations to Hong Kong on winning the first game. And this was the goal to all the new viewers tuning in. Hong Kong has won their home server. With that being said, we will be back shortly with the second game. Stay with us, and India will be playing on their home server. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back for the match between India versus Hong Kong. And this match, of course, will be played on the Mumbai server. To all the new viewers, welcome to the FIFA E-Friendly on the official Twitch channel of Indian football team. The E-Tigers are going up against the E-National team of Hong Kong, who we invited to play against in an official FIFA E-Friendly. The first match has been played already, and every match has dedicated points, which means 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. And in this situation, Hong Kong has won the first match on their home server by a goal, where the E-Tigers showed a lot of promise. And this time, of course, they are going into this game on their home leg, so this definitely will be an advantage. It's exactly a situation where in home and away situation in football, you can say that is a situation with servers in FIFA esports. But without wasting any more time, the Tigers are going to be starting their game against Hong Kong in the second match, and this promises to be a very crucial game for Charanjot and Lokpanyu, because they have to win this game if they have to win this tie, if they have to stay in this tie, to be fair. Because if Hong Kong manages to win this game, they will be taking away the friendly as winners. We're starting off again, the Tigers in the black kit. You can see the team of Hong Kong, pretty stacked lineup. They are going with the likes of Fofana and Kafu at right back. And the Tigers kick off from left to right in the black kit. This promises to be quite an exciting affair. See the ball being switched out to Ashraf Hakimi. Back to Cancelo. The Tigers straight off for the attack. Now Zinedine Zidane playing the ball into the feet of Hullet. Pele now, pace boosted. Had the chance to play it to R9, to be fair, in that situation, but choosing to go with Pele all the way and running into traffic. And ball snatched away from Hong Kong. Hong Kong playing from right to left in the white kit. To all the new viewers, they have won the first game 1-0. They're leading in the series. India has to make a comeback. And interestingly so, this is the first time Charanjot and Lokmanyu have partnered up in this matchup. So of course the pressure will be there on them, because usually we see the pairing of Sid Chandrana and Charanjot Singh, who have been playing phenomenally well in the FIFA E-Nations planes. But of course, with the team having different options, it's nice to see the new combinations being tried. And so far the Tigers are trying to build on this, on the chances they had in the last game. This could be a chance to get the first goal. Zinedine Zidane in a good position, plays it out to Pele, tries to do another Magiri cancel inside the box, but failing to do so with all the defenders, as you can see, coming back in place. And this time Ashraf Hakimi coming a bit out of position there. Could have been a danger, but well done in order to get back in position and stop that attack. As we have noticed that Hong Kong likes to play from the wings, of course, playing it out into the feet of Theo Hernandez, especially at left back, and building it from that side of the pitch. Well defended there by Messi and Kylian Mbappe now. And just to take the attack forward, Messi going down the byline, playing it out to Hakimi. Hullet back to Zidane. Has the chance now to play the passes. A lot of options, great dribbling there. Hullet now waiting for the right opportunity. Lionel Messi twisting and turning, trying to find that space that they need inside the box. Pele now this time to R9. Tries to take a shot, but that's a red time shot, unfortunately, but it wouldn't have counted anyway because it was offside. And that was a pretty promising attack from the Tigers. We've seen this from time to time in 2v2, how much you have to rely on your teammate. And the best part about it is, as viewers, it is quite fun as neutrals. And in this situation, of course, the community is supporting their very own players, this time representing the E-National team. Such a proud moment, and this time there's a chance. R9 moving into space. R9! What a shot that is! A pace boost into the space. And What a finish that is from none other than the Brazilian legend R9 scoring that first goal for India in this match, giving that much important goal. You can see Hong Kong making without wasting any more time has that chance to go inside the box, and R9 on the other end decides to match him up, and he says if India's R9 can score a goal, well, why can't he score for Hong Kong? And he's done the same. They have pulled the goal back instantly without wasting any more time. Such a roller coaster of emotions actually for these players to go down and then come back into this game, especially for the Hong Kong players. And you can see again India is on the attack once again. This is the situation where, of course, the players have to be extremely focused, because when they do take the lead, that's the most vulnerable, as they say in football or in FIFA, that you can concede. And that's exactly what happened with the Tigers in that situation. But again, they have tried to take control of this game apart from that one chance, trying to force that pass a little bit, which you can say wasn't really needed in that case. Could have been avoided, but that's what comes with the pressure. And out of nowhere, Neymar Jr. just manages to pull out a rabbit out of the hat, apologies, and scoring such a brilliant finesse shot. The Hong Kong players must be extremely happy to see that. As you can see, that pass was lobbed, rather played it into the feet of Neymar Jr., who decides to just cut it in and score an absolute belter of a goal from outside the box. And now India find themselves down in this match, and they wasn't expecting themselves to be, considering this is a home matchup. And with 38 minutes on the clock, India has shown a lot of promise outside the box. You have to be honest. Hong Kong has defended really well. That's a chance. R9 tries to do a heel to heel, and Marquinhos this time does very well to defend that. There was literally no space inside the box for R9 to turn. He could only escape in one direction from the defender, and Marquinhos was on point in order to stop that. And now Hong Kong is back on attack again. Can Hullet match Hong Kong's Hullet in order to stop that chance? Because those two figures in the midfield are extremely crucial. Messi making that vital tackle, but still landing into the feet of Neymar. Theo Hernandez plays it out to Fofana. Hullet back to Fofana. Great bit of play between them. Pele now has the chance. What a tackle from Joao Cancelo. Much needed in that position. And now Ruud Hullet switching it out to Kylian Mbappe. This will be the last chance of this half. Can India manage to get this goal that they desperately need? Pele, great bit of dribbling there out into the feet of Lionel Messi. Goes out again. Pele back, dribbling, plays it out to Mbappe, who now squares it into the feet of R9, and that's it. That's the equalizer India needed right on the stroke of halftime. What a finish that is. Great set of dribbling there from Kylian Mbappe, who manages to score that goal in prime fashion and get India back on level terms. It is, of course, not an easy task to break down those defenses, and Hong Kong has done a good job in order to defend up until now. But India has to perform the way they have been performing in this match, especially with the goals that they've scored, because they could not get the goals in the first match. And you could see they were just not there despite trying so much. But right now, the E-Tigers have started the second half of the second match, where the scores are 2-2. Hong Kong has done a good job in order to contain the E-Tigers on their home turf, and that is quite a commendable thing, which the Tigers also did up until the end, where Hong Kong scored that winning goal in the first match. India playing from right to left in the black kit, and Hong Kong kicking off from left to right in the white kit this time. Lionel Messi now on the ball, plays it out into the feet of Pele, who tries to dribble past the defenders, now trying to find that space, trying to play that pass. He's not able to find it. Tries to play that pass. Again had the chance, just taking too much time outside the box. And you can see that is the case where you have to play the pass a bit earlier. Fantastic dribbling there from Pele though. No doubt he is arguably the best dribbler in this game. And you can see what a pass that is being played to the feet of Pele. Takes it down, trying to find that space, plays it out in the feet of R9. Reverse elastico. And what a finish that is from none other than R9 to take the lead once again for India. What a finish that was. To be able to play that through ball from the midfield from Lionel Messi into the path of Pele, and then Pele being as calm as possible, as cool as ice, taking it down, coming back inside the box and passing it into the feet of R9, shows individual brilliance. Manages to do a reverse elastico in a very good position and scoring that goal, the much needed goal for India at the moment. Again Mbappe going into that space, trying to find that chance. R9, great bit of skill there, tries to just cut in, take a shot. Great tackle there from Ashraf Hakimi to get the ball back. Hullet to Messi. Tries to find the space. Can go for the finesse shot, and Lev Yashin. What a save that is. This could have been 4-2 to India. That could have pretty much sealed the deal. Right now it's quite a close affair where you can see chance after chance for India. There were a couple of chances for Hong Kong in this game, of course. Both their goals they scored were fantastic indeed. And it's pretty open-ended at the moment because Hong Kong can definitely come back into this game. But Charanjot, of course, being the captain of the Indian national team, trying to make those changes that he would require to keep this lead for Team India in this position. That's a corner, of course, for the Tigers. What will they do? Will they try and come up with a new routine, or will they stick with the old tactic of just playing the ball short into the feet of the striker and it's probably lobbing the ball far post? Or could they go with that R9 on the edge of the box who was waiting patiently? Mbappe this time, of course, tries to go for the cross. Maldini on the edge just tries to head it, or rather it was Marquinhos who went for the head on the back post, but very well defended there by Hong Kong. Once again, they have been extremely strong on those set pieces. They haven't really given much of an option to the players of India in order to score those goals, especially when it comes to set pieces. That's a chance for Hong Kong. Just takes a shot with R9. Great one-on-one defending in that situation. And of course, it would be nice to have some predictions, of course, in the chat from all the community FIFA enthusiasts that are here to support the Tigers and watch the game. Kylian Mbappe in a good position. Nice bit of twisting and turning outside the box. Trying to find that space. Tries to go for that drag pass into the feet of Eusebio, who is almost waiting patiently for that ball to be played. But that interception was crucial to stop that chance. It's switch of play there from Zidane to Hakimi. Now India is, of course, in the driving seat when they are playing those passes. They have to be extremely consistent, because if they try and manage these attacks, then they will get that confirmation goal that could get the result for themselves. Vinicius Junior now, well intercepted by Cancelo, but a miss tackle from Hullet. But well done from Maldini in that situation to just head it down calmly for the Tigers. And that is a chance to R9. Tries to go for the header instead. Maybe could have chested it down and turned and probably taken a shot. But of course, the Tigers know it better as to how to go about that chance. Maybe, just maybe, whether it was CJ or Lokmanyu, they went for that volley from R9. But as we edge to the end of this match, almost 80 minutes done on the clock, the Tigers have to do a lot of defending in this situation. You can see Hong Kong just twisting and turning outside the box, trying to find that space. And R9 this time now just getting bodied away from the centre back. And that was quite a risky thing to do in that situation. You can see the press from Hong Kong, and they of course a goal down. They want that goal back, and the way the defender just came out in that situation, I think was pretty commendable. That's a chance for Eusebio. Can he make the most of it? R9 in that position plays it out to Eusebio. Goes for that. Hullet still has it. Can square it off to R9. Takes a shot, and Maldini out of nowhere just blocking that with his body and standing as solid as a rock. It is a situation where it was a simple tap in for R9, who you wouldn't expect to miss in that situation at all. Great defending there from Hong Kong, and now of course this will be probably their last chance of this game in order to equalize and take this game, of course, with a massive lead into that matchup. But right now, the game is in India's hands. And there could be a chance for Hong Kong. Very well defended there by Maldini. Almost gave it away into the feet of Kylian Mbappe. But manages to get a corner. And this time Hong Kong surely will try and do a set piece routine, because they just have less than a minute and stoppage time to come back and score that equalizer. Vinicius Jr. in a very difficult position for the E-Tigers, causing a lot of threat. Plays it back to Cafu. Eusebio with a chance for Hong Kong. Now plays it into the feet of R9. Of course, that pass was misplaced, and that will surely be it. India has won the second match, the much needed points in this. Of course, 3 points for Hong Kong, 3 points for India, and now this match will go into the third game, which will definitely be played on Singapore, because it's one home server, one away server, and one neutral server. And congratulations to the Tigers for getting this win. And what a fantastic goal that was, as you can see. That pass played into the feet of R9, who was just not going to miss that chance. And of course, these were some of the goals that Hong Kong scored. And they were pretty good at this, to be fair. As you can see, that skill, that reverse elastico inside the box, of course, confused the defenders. And Hong Kong with that chance. Again, with Neymar, of course, trying to cut in and take a finesse shot. As you can see, Ashraf Hakimi just pulling out his leg right at the end and not being able to save that. But once again, India has come back into the game. They have won this match. And you can see the goal that was the equalizer for India to get the second goal. What a pass that was from Kylian Mbappe. Straight through into the feet of R9. Just like literally going through the ground, that pass. What a beautiful pass that was. And into the feet of R9. As you can see, both the Tigers are just looking at the goal, how they scored in that pass, and of course that finish from R9. And with that being said, I think we will see the last goal, the winning goal for India in that situation. What a great pass that is. Reverse elastico, bam, far post, top corner. And R9, of course, does not miss that. And with that being said, we will be taking a short break, and we'll come back for the third game between India and Hong Kong. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back, guys, to the FIFA E friendly between India versus Hong Kong on the Indian football team's Twitch channel. My name is Luke Manu, and we are into the third game with the Tigers playing against Hong Kong. The first game won by Hong Kong 1-0. The second game, India winning on their home patch 3-2. And this is the third game going into the Singapore leg, which is a neutral server. And India, of course, will be trying to get the result in this match itself, because every match has dedicated points to itself, and if this match also finishes in a draw, then this game will be going into another game, and that will go into extra time and penalties if the result isn't decided that in those games, of course. So we will hope that India will clutch up and play against a very formidable side of Hong Kong, who've done a really good job in order to play these matches. As you can see, a very stacked lineup for the Hong Kong E-national team. With that being said, India kicking off from left to right in the black kit, and Hong Kong playing from right to left in the white kit. And just to let all the viewers know that you have the chance to represent India at the highest level, as these E-Tigers are doing, playing international friendlies against the likes of Hong Kong and obviously the top nations, and be a part of the E-national team. If you participate in these qualifiers, you can find the link of registration in the chat itself. The National Qualification Tournament, which is the AIFF eFootball Challenge. There are 4 qualifiers scheduled in the month of November, December, January and February, and we have concluded 3 months of qualification already. We've already had top 6 players selected, 2 players per qualifier, and the last qualifier is scheduled for the 19th and the 20th of February, where the last 2 players will be decided going into the grand finals, who will be facing against the best players in the country to decide who will become the next E-Tigers of India. So this is your chance if you are a FIFA fanatic. And that being said, that's a very good ball that's been played from Mbappe to R9. Very well defended there by Hong Kong. But if you have what it takes, and if you love FIFA as much as the E-Tigers do, and you want to represent your country at the highest level, this is your chance. Participate in these qualifiers and make a name for yourself. Challenge the best of the best and see where that takes you. Just register on FIFA.gg, click on the challenger mode and register for this qualifier. Pele now in a good position, tries to play it to R9 in that great bit of dribbling from R9. Shot cancelled there. Great feet there. And that was probably CJ, who was extremely quick outside the box. Kylian Mbappe now twisting, turning with that left stick. Messi in a good position. Tries to take a shot. Shot cancelled there. Plays it back to Zinedine Zidane, who will have a chance to turn back inside. Now Ruud Gullit plays it to Lionel Messi, who takes a shot and just skies it away. Lionel Messi, of course, not the best on his right foot. He's definitely the best player in the world when it comes to his left foot. And unfortunately, it just did not fall in the right foot for Lionel Messi and for the Tigers, who would have thought it would have been a goal. It could have been anyone else, maybe Pele or R9 in that box in that situation. It would have been a goal. But Hong Kong now in a good position. Hule tries to do something really fancy in such a cagey game. Of course, the Hong Kong players are brooming with confidence in that situation to be able to try that pass from Gullit. Or maybe it was accidental, who knows. They're always nice to see as a neutral. Well defended nonetheless by India in that situation. Now Kylian Mbappe again on the wings. Cafu just forcing him out of play. This game, of course, is the third game where you can see is being played on the Singapore server. Ruud Gullit plays it to R9. Well intercepted there by Maldini again. Great bit of dribbling in the midfield. Nice composure being shown by the players to try and find that space. Gullit just doing a bit too much there. Could have just played the ball and finished it off. You can see the centre backs being pulled out by the Tigers. They're probably just getting a bit frustrated in order to get that goal. It's coming out a bit, but that was worth it because that was a chance. And that's R9 on the run, tries to just come inside. Probably initially was going on the outside for that through ball, but of course the defenders were pretty much aware of that. Of course, both teams forcing their passes a bit too much. Hong Kong has not created many chances up until now, and that is one for them. Headed it well away. Again, Hullet coming back in full force from around the wings. R9 now turning, but Zidane, what an important tackle that was in order to stop that attack. Now Maldini tries to play it to Zidane. Nice turn there to play it out to Cancelo to beat off that pressure in the midfield. As so important in a 2v2 game, but R9 just snatching it away this time now. And Hong Kong try to build that attack again. You can see Maldini's off his position to try and score some headers maybe, which we've seen in the new style of play from all the pro players, that they trigger their centre backs or one of their taller CMs into the box for those headers. Maybe that was something the Hong Kong players were trying to do. We're back in position now. Maldini defending Pele, plays it out to Ashraf Hakimi, back to Pele, into the feet of Hullet. Has the chance, great bit of one-touch gameplay inside and outside the box, especially from India. Just need to find that killer instinct and go for that goal, which hasn't of course been easy to get with that formidable side of Hong Kong. Nice pass cut there by Ashraf Hakimi. 37 minutes are up on the clock now. If India can get that goal before half-time, it would definitely do the trick for them. Obviously not a match filled with goals, and obviously we're not in a situation where we will be seeing a lot of goals because both teams' defenses are rock solid up until now. And it is only going to come down to margins, I believe. Cafu now dribbling. And you can see Kylian Mbappe just jumping away from that tackle. Now has the chance to decide which player to pass to. Kylian Mbappe once again has the chance now, plays it out to Zidane, into the feet of Hullet. Has a good chance to play that pass. Going back again to Zidane, back to Hullet. Need to find some strikers, and again just giving the ball away, and Fofana. And to the referees, much awaited whistle. Tigers sense breathe a sigh of relief actually, because that through ball was played and R9 was up and running to get that goal. You can see a 4-3-2-1 formation for the Hong Kong national team. Tigers of course trying to match that with a 4-4-2. They've had a couple of chances in this game, but probably taking a bit too much time in the midfield, not trying to play it into the feet of the striker, which of course becomes quite the challenge for these players. Now Pele kicking off the gameplay for Hong Kong in the second half of the third match between India versus Hong Kong in this international friendly. Between the two nations. India playing from right to left. Now Lionel Messi in a good position. Going in with that chance with Hullet. Zinedine Zidane trying to dribble his way past. Now R9 in that position. Tries to play to Lionel Messi, and somehow Maldini gets a foot to it and blocks that chance. But Zidane well won high up the pitch. This could be India's moment to get in behind the back line of Hong Kong. Again, they're very well organized, not giving any sort of space. Great dribbling there from Lionel Messi. It's just so good on the ball. You can see Hakimi now tries to play to R9. Wisting turning inside the box. Fofana just not giving any space to R9 in that situation. It could have opened up the chance for Pele to receive that ball and score. And you can see Hong Kong has been extremely solid at the back, with one of their defensive midfielders always tracking that run. And now they're on the attack. Now Pele tries to lob it in, and somehow Marquinhos of course just pushing that ball away. And you could see That low pass played into the feet of R9. Maybe Mbappe was empty and that pass was open for him. E-Tigers could have done a good job in order to create that chance. It's a pause cued by Hong Kong now. Probably trying to make some changes. Pele in that position again, trying to dribble past that stubborn Fofana. It's not giving any sort of space in the midfield. Again, Pele has a chance. Now plays it out into the feet of Lionel Messi. Zidane back to Hullet. Again, Hullet trying to run inside the box. Plays it to Zidane. There was a chance to play it to Kylian Mbappe. Again, taking a bit too much time outside the box. Should have just played that pass into the feet of Mbappe, maybe on the left hand side, who could have ran into the box to create a chance. Of course, with such tight defending, it's very difficult for India to find that space. This game is getting extremely, extremely cagey. All it needs a goal this game to add life to it, and of course, we will be seeing an all-out brawl if that happens. But right now, it is not a situation like that because obviously it's a very, very cagey affair, and we are seeing this. Apologies, we are seeing this for the nth time where the games are so cagey. We have seen this in the FIFA Nations Online qualifiers play-ins as well, where the nations have been locked level like this for such long duration, especially with how the meta is this time in the FIFA 22 competitive gameplay, how difficult it is to break down defenses, especially when you're playing against good players. And we are in that situation once again because there's not many goals in it. But Pele now this time has a chance, tries to turn back in once again. Maybe it could have been a pass to Neymar that could have opened up the space, but just not enough to make that pass inside the box. Again, that switch from Hong Kong there. Neymar trying to press. You can see Hong Kong keeping the ball a bit more. We of course can have some predictions in the chat from the viewers who are watching this game quite keenly. And if India manages to win this game, they will finish off the tie with the win under their bag. But Hong Kong has been extremely, extremely stubborn at the back and of course has created a couple of chances of their own. Maybe a few substitutions could do the trick for Team India in these positions. Hullet very well defended in that position. Marquinhos now back to Hullet. Plays it into the feet of Pele. Back to Hullet. He's trying to figure out where the ball should be played. Ashraf Hakimi now plays it back to Hullet. Into the feet of Zidane. Now Pele has the chance to pass to R9 but instead chooses to go for a shot, and that is well saved there again by the goalkeeper, which is I think Lev Yashin for the Hong Kong national team. Neymar now in a good position again, tries to play that ball in between the defenders, but Hullet not being able to just come out of that crowd of players and receive that ball straight away. Throw in a very difficult position because in a 2v2 format you have to basically be extremely careful with how... Oh, that's a nutmeg of Pele. That's a great pass there from Zidane to get out of that press that was being put by Hong Kong, especially when it's a throw-in, because in a 2v2 format you have to switch the cursor in order to get your player in position, and of course your teammate has the option to create as well. So you do have a lot of options, but on the contrary it's very difficult to play it to the right player because the opponent is of course defending with two cursors as well. But now that is a chance for Hong Kong. What an important tackle. That's a match-winning tackle there from the defender. And now India of course will try and build on that defensive prowess that they've had in this game, just like Hong Kong has. João Cancelo running down the wings this time, trying to find space. Again, no space being given. Zidane, great set of skills there. Try and play that pass back to João Cancelo, who's doing a great job in order to make that pass. Mbappe into the feet of Pele. Again, Alphonso Davies just coming in right at the end and defending, which could have, of course, gone into the back of the net if Pele had received that ball. But Alphonso Davies just coming in absolutely important, coming in clutch for the Hong Kong national team, where he stops that chance with only 2 minutes left. And you can see Hong Kong is playing for that last attack. If they manage to score, it will be a win for them. Mbappe in a good position. Ashraf Hakimi to the much relief of the E-Tigers. Manages to head it away, and now a lot pass to Pele won't be any good because this match will conclude in a 0-0 draw. Quite a dull game in terms of goals, but you definitely saw the intent and the number of chances both the teams had. E-Tigers must be extremely disappointed. But that being said, we are going to be going on a very short break because the next match again will be played on the Singapore server, which is the neutral server. But if this match isn't decided in extra time and penalties, in full time, then we will be going into extra time and penalties, and that will be the decider game. So that is the game I think everybody would be looking forward to now. The excitement, of course, is kicking in, and we will be seeing you very shortly for the last match. Stay tuned, and of course, do not forget to register on challengemode.com for the AIFF eFootball Challenge. Road to becoming an E-Tiger, the FIFA E-Nation Series 2022. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, welcome back for the last match between India and Hong Kong in this FIFA E Nations friendly. Of course, this match has gone literally down to the wire because there was supposed to be three matches played, with every match having dedicated points to it for 3 wins, 3 points for a win, one draw, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. And of course, Hong Kong won their first game on their home server, India winning their match on their home server, the second one 3-2. First game, of course, won by Hong Kong 1-0. The third game played on a neutral server, which was the Singapore server, that finished in a nil-all draw. Lots of optimism shown by the E-Tigers and of course the Hong Kong national team. But now this is the decider match, and if both teams are locked level at full time, the match will be going into extra time, and if needed, penalties as well. So this is sort of a decider of a game, and we are now starting off with this game. As you can see, both the teams are ready and raring to go in this particular game. So without wasting more time, we have now kicked off the match, the last game of India versus Hong Kong. And you can see the E-Tigers again playing from right to left in their black kit, and the Hong Kong national team playing from left to right in the white kit. And R9, that's a good chance there. First attempt, a positive start, of course, because probably it was Hullet running inside the box. The ball was lobbed it straight into the box, but it was Lionel Messi on the receiving end of course. He would not be heading those chances. That's again a great interception there. Now Pele this time. Great bit of dribbling there. Bullet with a really nice through ball out to Joao Cancelo. E-Tigers, of course, trying to look for that first goal, the killer instinct as the players need in this situation. Zidane now to Cancelo. Mbappe coming back and defending, but Cancelo winning that ball up again. Can he get to it? Actually, Pele gets to it and takes a header actually. Skies it away, of course. It's not possible to head it down from such a difficult angle. Quite the realism being shown in this match. Fair play to Hong Kong and not conceding that. But that being said, it's now Hong Kong's time to just build up the play, trying to put that pressure on the E-Tigers defense right now. You see R9 being pushed off from Maldini, but manages to keep the ball. But now Hullet wins it and gives it cheaply. That could be a costly mistake for the E-Tigers, but again Hullet coming back to block that chance. But if the E-Tigers concede from this corner, they will be kicking themselves for playing that pass. Of course, there is that input delay. As players, it is very difficult to get every pass right. But these are the situations you have to be well prepared for in these big matchups. And you can see that's a great corner routine shown there. Maldini, of course, out of all people, shouldn't be there at the back post. He should be rather waiting inside the box for that header. And that is quite a risky thing to do from Joao Cancelo. At least he's good on the ball and manages to escape that pressure And that's a cheap cover away by Messi in that position. India has to play a bit more direct as far as the chances they've created. They've done a fantastic job in order to contain the ball outside. Well, that's a good through ball now for Pele, who is into space. Can he make the most of it? Pele inside the box now. He's trying to cut it in. Pele now plays it to Lionel Messi. Tries to twist and turn, but just not good enough to beat the defense. Could have just played a first time pass to R9. And that's something that they will be realizing it after this match finishes. That extra pass could have done everything. But now R9 for Hong Kong in that position. Tries to create a chance, but Kylian Mbappe very well defended. Once again, the Tigers go down the wing to try and find that space because they're not getting that chance much from the center. Instead, going outside on the wings and trying to create that attacking position. But now Ashraf Hakimi on the ball for India to Pele into Zidane. Playing it out to Kylian Mbappe. Now has the chance to play it to Pele. Tries to do a couple of skills. Just again being blocked there by the defensive masterclass of Maldini. Well won by Cancelo again. India is now piling on the pressure. You can see the number of chances being created. That's a great finesse shot attempted there from R9. But just not able to capitalize on that. But the pressing, the intent, the positivity, I think, is there in this situation from India. And if they manage to get that first goal, it will change the game completely. Which hasn't come just off yet because it is being played on the Singapore server for starters. And it's equally difficult for Hong Kong as well in order to snatch that win. Snatch that first goal rather. 35 minutes almost up on the clock and Hong Kong trying to build on this game. Mbappe again an important tackle, but much surprise. Know why the referee just wouldn't let the play go on and decides to give a free kick, which could be quite costly for India in that situation. But now Fofana tries to lob it to Kylian Mbappe. Of course, just does not get any space. Once again, there is a chance for that lob through ball. Maldini just stopping Kylian Mbappe. Actually, it was Pele, apologies. Pele's run. Great pass there from R9 though. Just not enough to beat Maldini. And it could have been quite a clear-cut chance for India. But as the halftime approaches, India would be looking to get that goal because they have shown such promising sides of their game in the first half. You can see their attacking intent was absolutely at the top of their game. They just haven't finished off their chances because the defending of Hong Kong has been absolutely phenomenal. That is what you need. Defense wins you titles. And that's exactly both these teams are doing. They have been equally balanced when it comes to defending. It's just the chances that India has to take. You can see the dribbling there from Mbappe, just calm and composed, trying to find that space. Zidane again into that space. Will probably have to go back all the way to Maldini because there is no space. You have to be extremely calm in these situations. Now Lionel Messi tries to come back inside, cut back in, has the chance to play it to Pele, just delays a bit, and Fofana coming back into that position. And of course, with that being said, the referee blows the whistle for halftime in the fourth match of this fixture. You can see with the number of shots, India has done a better job than Hong Kong in order to get those shots away, but no result to show for it. Hong Kong sticking with that 4-3-2-1 formation, and you can see how important that formation it is to them. India now will be doing everything possible to get that first goal. It's extremely crucial for both nations actually, because the way the games have gone in all these matches, especially in the previous one where it was a 0-0 draw, and any team that would have scored the goal would have had the edge over their opponents. But that being said, we are kicking off the second half of the fourth match of this fixture. To all the new viewers tuning in right now, The first match between India and Hong Kong was played. Hong Kong won the game 1-0 on their home server. Then India played on the Mumbai server and won that match 3-2. In the third game, it was a nil-nil draw at full time, and this is the fourth game to decide who will be the winner of this match. If the score is all leveled up at full time, the game will go into extra time and in penalties if needed. That being said, Hullet now on the run for Hong Kong. Tries to play that pass, but very well defended there by Ashraf Hakimi. And somehow manages to get the pass away as well. Now Zidane now playing it back to Joao Cancelo. Kylian Mbappe twisting, turning, trying to find that space. Where to play that ball. Cancelo plays it out to R9, who is going to be offside in this position. You can of course show your support for the E-Tigers in the chat. They will of course will be watching this again, and they would love to see some messages of motivation for these E-national team athletes representing their country, giving so much of time and hard work and practice, and that could reward them, because Pele in that position just takes a shot, probably goes with a bit too much power. That could have been the goal, that could have changed everything. Maybe I think there was a chance of cancelling that shot. Maybe I think that was the intent, but just did not register the way it was supposed to be. Could have changed direction after taking that shot cancel. Not being able to finish that properly. Skies it away in front of the goalkeeper, where every chance is so crucial right now. You can see that from the forced efforts of India in this match. Now Marquinhos to Cafu to Hullet. Hong Kong building up once again. They haven't really created much chances in comparison to India, to be very honest with you. Messi now in that position. Plays it out to Pele, into R9, who just takes a shot a bit too hurriedly. Could have been a little more patient in that situation. Probably done a speed boost, probably done a McGeady cancel, probably done a reverse elastic, all these things the players of India will be thinking when they will be watching the clip of this game. They could have done better to get that important goal. But again, well defended there by Hong Kong. It's wave after wave of the attacking display of India in this position, and Mbappe somehow manages to get away from the tackle of the other Mbappe, and now has the ball. It's this time just stumbling away because of the challenge and giving the ball away a bit too cheaply. It's not been able to hold up the play right now. India in the midfield, you can see Hong Kong just trying to build up from every little situation they can, using the wings, using the center, and India, great interception. They've defended so really well. Actually, apologies, they've done so well in order to defend these chances that India has not given Hong Kong a lot of space in the midfield, and on the other hand, Hong Kong has not given any space to India inside their own box, which is of course the most important thing in order to make sure that you see out those games. Hong Kong now in a good position to hold this off, and you can see with the changes coming in, I'm pretty sure Hong Kong has made those changes. You can see the E-Tigers now making that switch from R9 to Johan Cruyff and from Pele to Eusebio, which is quite critical to change both your strikers in order to get fresh legs, in order to get the two 5-star weak foot players who will try and bang a goal in for you as soon as possible, because that killer instinct, that mentality to just score that goal is much needed at this point. It's been a dull affair in terms of goals, exactly like the last game. But you can see kind of pressure being built now. Hullet with a chance, plays it into the feet of Kylian Mbappe, twisting and turning inside the box. Now plays it out to Cruyff. This could be a great chance for India. Turns, plays it out to Kylian Mbappe. That was a first time shot that was supposed to be taken from Mbappe there, but just takes a touch and then running. Nobody just hitting that shot into the defender, and that was India's chance to take the lead. What a fantastic game that was. Chance that was, rather. And that could have been the goal and the first, probably the only goal of this match, the way things have gone. India could have won the game in that situation itself, but Kylian Mbappe just not able to take that goal into stride and hit it first time. Great pass again from Cruyff there. Twisting, turning, could play it out to Eusebio, decides to go to Hullet, does a roulé, runs into traffic, and unfortunately does not get the ball after the roulé. Great attempt there. You can see from the cursor it was Charanjot who tried that. Of course, he's the one trying new things. And of course, hoping to get that penalty, which would have completely changed the game. But this time, Hong Kong is attacking on the other side. Takes a finesse shot from Eusebio. Goodness me, it hits the post. That's the only good chance Hong Kong has had in this game. And who else could it be but Eusebio taking that attempt? But the much relief of the Indian players and the people supporting the match and the Indian FIFA community, that was quite important. The post came to our saviour. Could call the E-Tigers postmasters themselves because the post saved them in that situation. And now this is their chance to make a counter-attack. Zidane in a good position somehow manages to play it out to Hullet, which was extremely precise. Now Mbappe trying to find that space, keeping a bit too much of the ball. Back to Joao Cancelo, who will go on the wings. Try out play to Cruyff, now into the feet of Eusebio. Could have just turned, but Alphonse Davies coming in right at the end and saving that from going in. What a tackle this was. And you can see India, the much better team in this game, apart from that shot from Eusebio from the Hong Kong E-National team. Had that gone in, it would have been completely different for India in the coming 30 minutes in game, which is the extra time. But they have now decided, of course, to try and do something new, and that's what we can assume, because that's been going on now for 180 minutes now, and they surely need something new in order to get these two goals, in order to get the first goal, apologies, and get these 3 points, because Hong Kong has been so resilient, so solid at the back. They know they just need that one chance and they will score. Doesn't matter for them that India can have all the chances in the world, as long as they're not conceding. It is good for them, because the way that they're playing, they just want to be as clinical as possible with every chance that they get, instead of just going attack after attack like India is going. You can see the ball being kept in a solid position there. We are into extra time now. This is the most exciting part of any FIFA match, because as a neutral it just keeps you on your nerves. But I'm pretty sure India and the fans of these players playing, representing the country, and of course the community people who want to see success of FIFA in India grow. What a chance that was from Alphonse Davies, green timed as well, but Levi Ashen coming to the rescue. Going back to the point, it is a time where everyone is supporting India to get those 3 points, which will of course have a small impact on the rankings, not as big as you would expect. But It will definitely help in the FIFA Nations rankings. Now India is trying to attack as we approach the half time of extra time, which is not something that we assume. Cancelo now should have played that pass to Cruyff. Again had the chance to play to Cruyff. Why wasn't that pass being played will be the question between the two E-Tigers when they watch this game again. They could have had the chance to finish it off with that pass, and an extra pass would have already done it. But now, this time, a chance now for Hong Kong. What an interception that is from Marquinhos. Had that been a cross, it would have been a simple control and tap in for the Hong Kong national team, but they've done a good job in order to not concede and still create somewhat a couple of chances. Marquinhos coming to the rescue with that last ditch defending, sticking out a leg and clearing it for the referee to blow his whistle. And we are now into the second half of extra time in the decider game. Whoever wins this game will be securing 6 points to the opponent's 3. And that will be a result which will be counted in the official FIFA rankings, which is why you can see the players are giving it their all to represent the country. They're trying to give their best so that they know. And that's a chance for Eusebio. What a beautiful chance that was. I think that was flying into the top corner. Exactly how Hong Kong missed that chance from Eusebio hitting the post. But they have now been challenged by Eusebio by that finesse shot, of course. Alphonse Davies back to Hullet. It's a very testing time for Hong Kong right now, the way India is attacking. Leviashin plays it out to Marquinhos. Actually Maldini. Now Hullet playing it out to Ashraf Hakimi. These are the final few minutes of this match, because we'll only have... That's a great attempt at cross, but Hullet just pushing Eusebio out, using his physical prowess to win that ball. And now most likely they will go for the final attack in this situation. Hong Kong, they've done such a good job in order to hold the Tigers back. It's such a draining affair, of course. You can imagine where the players have played 4 games of competitive FIFA 22, especially with how the meta is. It is commendable. That's now a last chance, probably. A great through ball from Neymar. Can Cruyff make this count? But oh my goodness, he's just shunned away by Marquinhos as if he was not there. Maybe a pace boost from Cruyff could have just given him the space to go into that area and literally score that goal. But somehow Marquinhos defending it. Now that's a chance for Hong Kong, and to the much relief of the E-Tigers, this game is now going into penalties, because that last chance was... First up is Eusebio, scores on the left side. Pens is always anxious, and this is also quite an anxious time. Neymar Jr. for India. Can he score this? He goes to the left of the screen and the keeper makes a save to his right, and that is advantage to Hong Kong in terms of penalties. What a save now from India, challenging it really well. It's 1-1 after India scores the penalty from Eusebio. Now Mbappe, can he score this for Hong Kong? He does. Goes on the left. Zinedine Zidane steps up to take this very important penalty for Team India. Where do we go? We go at the bottom left and we score that goal. Fantastic finish there from Zinedine Zidane. Ruud Gullit now for Hong Kong. Can he score this goal? He goes the right way. You don't stop those unless you dive in that position. Cruyff now tries to take a penalty. Great penalty. Much composure shown. Lionel Messi now steps up. Goes center, and Yashin not able to make that save. Now Kylian Mbappe, he has to score this, otherwise India is out. And oh my goodness, unfortunately India has lost out on penalties, but massive congratulations to Hong Kong for winning that penalty shootout. Of course, it was such a cagey affair, but Hong Kong doing a very good job in order to stay in penalties and win that game against India. What a game this has been! A fantastic, fantastic matchup between these two nations where they've seen maximum quality from both the teams. And I must say, it was quite a draining affair for India as well. But that is giving them a lot of experience moving into the match week 3 of the FIFA E Nations play ins. And this, I'm pretty sure, friendly has given them a lot of things to learn from. But we just want to thank all the viewers for sticking and supporting these E-Tigers for such a long stream of 4 matches being played continuously, and it is of course so draining to play with 100% focus. But before we end the stream, we would like to remind all the viewers to participate in the February qualifiers of the FIFA AIFF eFootball Challenge 2022 in the road to becoming an E-Tiger and represent India at the FIFA E-Nation Series 2022. This is your chance now to make your own legacy and end up as these pros in the national team and give your best to try and qualify against some of the best players. 3 qualifiers have already concluded out of 4, and we have our 6 athletes who will be playing in the grand finals. But 2 spots are still up for grabs, so this could be your chance to get that result for yourself and make a name in the national scene. But thank you so much everyone for watching. I think it was a fantastic, fantastic game and a long one as well. India going right to the wire, right down to the wire actually, and losing out unfortunately to pens, of course, which is sort of a coin toss at the end of the day, because when 2 good oppositions are playing, it is very difficult to decide the winner. But I think it was a fantastic stream, and we will of course be coming up with lots of exciting stuff, which is the AFFE Studio Live and the qualifiers for the Football Challenge very soon. And just make sure to follow Indian Football Team on Twitch if you're watching the stream and haven't followed already. We will be having a lot of these things planned out for the FIFA community and for the FIFA fanatics in general. Congratulations to Hong Kong for winning this friendly, and great effort put in by the E-Tigers. We will be back very shortly. Until then, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and keep playing FIFA, guys. Bye bye.